What is up, everybody? This is Aqua Pineapple here, and we're back with another video of Jurassic World Evolution. So as you've heard, Claire's Sanctuary, I almost lost the name of the DLC name, but Claire's Sanctuary's DLC has been released quite some time ago, and of course, every YouTuber who's posted a lot about Jurassic World Evolution has gone through several videos about the features of what's been added into the DLC, plus the 1.8 update. So I am not going to introduce what features has been added into the game in terms of the update. It's just mainly I'm just going to be talking about the 3 dinosaurs that's been added to the game, and that's basically what I like doing in my videos. Just introducing the dinosaurs. I do talk about the things about the new features that have been added to the update. Like the, I don't know if this has been added or not, but I think the Stegosaurus sound from Jurassic Park 2 has been inserted into this game. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, it's been new or not, I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if you do know or not. But check it out as you want. I don't know if well, the Stegosaurus is right here, but I'm not going to talk about the Stegosaurus for today's video. I'm going to be talking about the Eucephalus, Albertosaurus, and the dinosaur that I can't really pronounce, but it's the Tyrannosaurus, if that's correct. So right now they've all been collected through the expedition map, and all 3 of them have the 100% genome completed. So now that we have them completed and inserted into the incubation center, we're just going to showcase them, all 3 of them, in their different incubation or the Hammond Foundation Center, so that way we can look at them. So what we're going to do is that we're going to look at the Albertosaurus, but before we do that, if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing down below, because you're not going to want to miss out on any videos that I post on this channel, because most of it's mainly about the dinosaurs that's been added into the game. And if you're really up for the dinosaurs of this Jurassic World Evolution video game, then definitely consider subscribing, and also like this video if you really love this Sanctuary DLC, because I definitely do present tense. I do love this DLC. So let's get to it. I'm also going to be mentioning some little tidbits about certain things that's not related to the 3 dinosaurs, but it's going to be correlating into the next features of the DLC, of the future DLCs, or what Frontier is going to be introducing to us. So let's start with Albertosaurus, right? The basic pattern, or the basic skin, sorry. So as you see here is the Albertosaurus, the basic pattern, and for some reason Cabot Fitch doesn't seem to throw in an introduction about this dinosaur, but instead I'll do it for you guys. But we're gonna go with the tundra pattern, and I'm just going to mention this now that I don't have any or have much skins for this dinosaur species, unless this is the maximum amount for now. Jeez, they pack a really loud roar. Oh, snap. That was weird. So what pattern is this one? Come on, show it to me. Show it to me. Come on, show it to me. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay. The tundra pattern. That's the tundra pattern. It's pretty interesting, a lot more different than the basic pattern, of course. A lot more darker in a way. Ooh, this one's actually a lot more interesting. I think I will like this pattern a lot more than the other two. That crazy looking skin. That's nice. I think that's the woodland pattern, is it? It looks like a woodland pattern. For some reason, the woodland pattern in this game is a lot more appealing than any other pattern that I've witnessed. I don't even know what pattern this one was, but a lot better than the other 2 first ones, of course. The Albertosaurus. And this one is the steep pattern. So, as you know, this is the basic. If I'm ranking out of 5, it's going to be a 3. Not so boring, but not so exciting as well. This is the tundra pattern. It's going to be 2 for me. it's just not really appealing at all. It's just really gray and dark, and I mean the underbelly looks, or the underlined belly looks pretty nice, but other than that, it's just boring. This one's a lot more interesting. This is a 5 out of 5. Just look how majestic and beautiful looking this guy is. He's just pretty cool. Nice and green and brown. He's like, I just realized the pattern skin for all of the, or for just the Albertosaurus in general, it's just, he just looks like a frog. And then the, was it this one? Yes, it's this one. The step pattern, or steep pattern, whichever. It would be a 4 out of 10. Looks cool. Nice and red, yellow, and black, I could say. But it looks interesting. So, there you have it, the Albertosaurus. In this little enclosure, of course, but they're going to get rid of it. They're going to be sold off anyways, unfortunately, because this Nublar Island's mainly for herbivores, and if you really want to know, or if you want to get a guide tour of what this herbivore has in store for us, then let me know down in the comments, and I'll definitely introduce it to another video, of course. So next on our list is the Eucephalosaurus, right? Yeah, Eucephalosaurus, the Eucephalus. This dinosaur looks pretty interesting, but actually, before I do that, I'm sorry, but I gotta do it. But let's read off the bio for this guy. And I know there's some people out there who probably get annoyed the fact that I'm reading things of this dinosaur which they can get to know themselves. But this is for people who have not bought the DLC yet, either for financial issues, or they just haven't gotten their hands on it, or they're just missing out. But just for the record, I'm doing this for those who haven't bought it and who wants to know about it. So the profile of this dinosaur is the Albertosaurus eats large quantities of meat, excluding fish, from any source. They are normally solitary but can coexist in pairs and hunt both large and small prey over a wide territory. They will share an enclosure with multiple other species. Albertosaurus prefers to inhabit a large area with some forest. Interesting. Here's the other information about it. I want to know. Oh, okay. Yes. So let's go to the InGen database right now and go to find Albertosaurus' profile. So here we go. So Albertosaurus was relatively a small tyrannosaurid from the late Cretaceous period found in North America, aka the Tyrannosaurus Rex, who also lives in there. Like other tyrannosaurids, Albertosaurus had a huge head with numerous large teeth and a number of God, this is some of this twisted tongue. Adaptations that allowed its skull to withstand the forces it exerted on its prey. Tyrannosaurids typically bit deeply into a carcass, then pulled back, and their serrated teeth were an indispensable tool in this motion. Tooth serrations lead via what resembles a crack to a round void known as an impula, right? These voids spread forces to a larger surface area on the tooth, lessening the risk of okay. So I'm not gonna read everything else, but I'm just gonna slowly go down. And if you guys want to pause it, you can and just read it off. I might as well just do this instead of just reading it, just because I get these tongue-twisting words and not really helpful at all. But here we go. Here's the last bit of information, and there we go. Alright. And I might as well just do the other two dinosaurs. So, this guy is pretty cool. We're going to go all the way up. And we're going to go down. And there's a little sound for it too if you want a little sneak peek on what our next dinosaur showcase is going to be. Not this one. That one was months ago. This one. I love this dinosaur so much, and oops, sorry, I went too fast. I love this dinosaur so much just because, I don't know, I just have a really nice liking and preference with hadrosaurs. They're just cool looking, and they kind of make the dinosaurs itself unique, just hadrosaurs. But anyways, we're gonna move on to the Eucephalus. Can't believe I said the Eucephalosaurus, but here's the basic pattern of the Eucephalus. As you know, you can see it's like a lot brighter, but once it gets in the sunlight, you'll then start to understand that it isn't really as bright as you think it is. It's just the lighting of the area where it's being spawned. Eucephalus' noise is really unique just because it's so unique out of all the Ankylosaurid or whatever. I don't know. That's the whole species, but just look at him. He's so cute and chunky, and he's pretty cool looking, and his club is actually really nice. Though, as you guys know, or as some of you guys who don't know, when the Eucephalus does walk, its club starts to go with it. It doesn't really wag a lot, it goes pretty straight. And it kind of bugs me a little bit just because if I feel like it makes the tail kind of not so flexible. It seems very stiff. Better, you know, its uniqueness in the game. You know, we don't really have that much of a uniqueness in terms of the Ankylosaurid, whatever. I don't even know what pattern this one's. I keep forgetting which pattern this one is. But this one's a lot interesting because it's much brighter, of course, on the bottom part, at least. Okay, so which one was this one? I don't know. Well, let's see. It's probably the arid pattern, or the alpine pattern. I think it's the alpine pattern. You show yourself, show your stats, man. Alright, well, he will show his stats pretty soon. This is the jungle pattern. The jungle pattern at least looks a lot more appealing. I don't know what's with me and green on dinosaurs, green and black or brown. It just kind of makes it much more unique or authentic, or I don't know. It just looks really nice, and oh, I've totally did not mean to do that. I'm sorry. So this is a green pattern, right? This is the which one is this? The jungle pattern, of course. Yes. So when you think about jungles, you think about forests, and what color forests typically are? Brown and green. So of course, this kind of is this little mix match. A lot more interesting. So what pattern was this one? It's the tundra pattern. Oh, so I was wrong this whole time. It's not the alpine nor the arid pattern. The tundra pattern. Second to last is the steppe pattern, or the steep pattern, whichever you pronounce it. I'm not really good at pronouncing words, so please bear with my mispronunciation. I try my best, but at least enjoy the showcase of the dinosaurs, because that's what I do in this channel. Well, at least for Jurassic World Evolution, in this channel, I do a lot of showcase, and I do a little bits of updates and such. So, the steppe pattern, it's not so detailed yet because it's in the shadow. Just once it shows itself in the light, if you get to that point, man, like, you're eating, start moving. Alright, there you go. Okay, you're like a chocolate pom-pom. You got like a lot of brown around your armored scale spikes, and you got a lot of light brown spots around you, and then you're just laying on the bottom. You're like chocolate, man. Alright, last but not least, the arid pattern. And I'm sure there's a lot more skins on the Eucephalus. I probably haven't unlocked yet. There's a lot of like challenge modes. I mean, there's the challenge mode for the original game, and there's also a challenge mode for Claire's DLC. So there's probably a lot of patterns or a lot of skins that I haven't unlocked yet. But whatever I get, I basically will spawn and showcase them. Okay, so this guy looks a lot similar in terms of the color with the tundra pattern, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. So as you know, the Eucephalus, the original one, out of 5 is a 4. Actually, we'll make it with a 5. I really like this, especially for a basic pattern. It actually makes it much more nice. This one's is a 4 out of 5. This one's a 5 out of 5, definitely on that one. This one's a 4.5, and this one is I would say a 4. I mean, I've seen so many dinosaurs with this type of pattern, it's just kind of old for me. But there you go, the Eucephalus has been spotted into our herbivore pack. So we're just gonna go and release them into the rest of the species just because everyone's here except for the carnivores, of course. I mean, the Albertosaurs are here, but unfortunately they need to be spotted here. So not last but not least, of course, for this species, the Tyrannosaurus, and I don't know if I said that right, but bear with me. So this is the basic pattern, of course, and I don't really like the fact that I thought that this wouldn't be the basic pattern. I thought this would be like some sort of like jungle pattern. Jeez, this guy came out so excited. This is why I love this dinosaur. It's just he comes out so excited. He reminds me of my cat. But look at him run. He's just like galloping towards the water. He's pretty nice. But I will be honest with you, when I saw the screenshots of the Tyrannosaurus before the DLC came out, I thought the green one was the basic pattern because it just seemed like they were just showcasing the green one as much. Let me show you. I think this one's the green one. Yep. Not the one I was looking for, but the one much greener than that one. But this one, it looks pretty nice. Basic one looks really nice. I love this one, but there's this one other one that really looks a lot better, and I don't think it's the set pattern, unless it is. And it is. This is what I thought this was the basic pattern. I thought this one was the basic pattern. Just kind of, you know, you saw in the screenshots, you saw it through the DLC and the trailer, you know, I was just assuming. But look how cute they are. And matter of fact, even though they're just not hadrosaur, they're not actually part of the Parasaurolophus and Corthosaurus family. They're actually with the iguana. I don't know if this is like straight true facts, but these guys are actually a lot more similar to the iguanodon than the Parasaurolophus, Corthosaurus, everything else, because the fact that the Tyrannosaurus has a certain thumb that's sharp enough, and it could be used for attacking or for eating large plants. Okay, maybe it's this one that I thought it was the pattern. Ooh, I didn't even tell you which one. I think this one was, I don't know. At this point, there's a lot of green dinosaurs. So let's go for the basic. Okay, so the basic one out of 5 would be a 4. Doesn't look so, you know, interesting. It looks really brown and red, and I don't really like the mix of those two together. It also has a hint of orange, but yeah, it'd be a 4 out of 5, and it's better than having like a 3 or 2. You know what I'm saying? So don't feel down on yourself, basic man. The second one would be also a 4 out of 5, just because it's just too light. But was there no other dinosaur without a light pattern? You know what I'm saying? If there's too much dark patterns in the dinosaur game, then it's probably gonna get boring. So nice authenticity. Maybe we'll just bump it up to like 4 out of 5, 4.5 out of 5, just because I just like the green. This is a 5 out of 5. Nice and green. Fits definitely with the beak. It's black, and it does fit the dinosaur itself. Is this the one? Okay, so this one, it's a 4 out of 5. I don't really like the fact that white and what is this? White and sort of blackish brown. I don't really like the mix of that, but it shows some uniqueness out of the patterns of the Tyrannosaurus. So there you go, 4 out of 5. This one definitely is a 5 out of 5. It's green, and I know you guys are probably wondering, why do you like green so much? And especially with dinosaurs. As I said, when I'm thinking about dinosaurs, I think about green. I mean, it's a little stereotype that everyone thinks of a dinosaur. They're typically green. Usually a T-Rex that is basically green. Toy Story, for example. Rex, who is also green. Who else is green? I mean, don't think about Barney. That's a different story. Some other dinosaur that is also green. I don't know. You get the idea. So, last but not least, this species of dinosaur that looks beautiful, and I love him. I love it. And we're going to release it to the wild, because, you know, it's not going to live in this little enclosed space. But if I had to choose the species I love the most out of the 3 dinosaurs that's been introduced into this DLC, I would choose the Tyrannosaurus. The Tyrannosaurus makes... Did you guys, like, not leave? Except for you. You left. The number 1 basic pattern left. Oh my god, and the Centellosaurus had arrived in the party. Okay, I guess they love being enclosed, but unfortunately, Albertosaurus, you have to be taken off in the game, or taken off at least in this island. You'll be showcased in another island, probably Madaseros. I don't know if I said that right, and I'm pretty bad at pronouncing things as I mentioned before, but maybe Sorna or Penna. I will put you in there, Muerta at least, but not here. I'm sorry, but this is for herbivores only, not carnivores. But sorry. I got a little off topic, but I spawned this expedition center into this game, or into this thing, just because I want to let you know what dinosaurs where they are. So the Albertosaurus and the Eucephalus they're both in the North American area. They're not for at least for this game, they're not founded in this and anywhere else but in North America. So the Albertosaurus was in, I believe, in Horseshoe Canyon Formation. I know they definitely was. Yeah, Horseshoe Canyon Formation, as it says right there. Dinosaur Park Formation in Canada, both in Canada. And yeah, that's basically it for the Albertosaurus. The Eucephalus unfortunately had one location to be found, which was the Dinosaur Park Formation in Canada. So there you have it. So they're both in North America. The Tyrannosaurus, who only was founded in Tikama Beds, which is in Africa, Niger, is unfortunately in one place, and it's right there. Kind of took a while to get that one species from in one location. And that's pretty much it for where they are. And if you guys are wondering the lock locations, I'm telling you, I found all. I basically cleaned out every single expedition area that I could reach and find. And I checked the research center, and there's no other dinosaurs I need to unlock. So for some reason, Frontier is hiding something for now, because I'm seeing that there's 2 locations in North America. And there's also 2 other locations in South America, both in Argentina, and then there's like 5 locations in like Africa. So like one is in Madagascar, one's down over here, and there's one in Egypt, Tunisia, Morocco. Yeah, you get the idea. They're definitely hiding. There's one, and there's only one in Australia. So, I think this is a couple of videos back with Jurassic World Evolution in terms of the carnivore pack, which I thought that the Tyrannosaurus was these 3 locked locations, or at least one of these, but they're not. It's actually been added in here. So something's going on, and something's fishy, and they're probably going to surprise us with either a herbivore pack or some other dinosaur pack. I don't know. Or, as I mentioned on my last video, I believe, is the Pachycephalosaurus and the Chronosaurus. I think that's what the dinosaur that is. That one hadrosaur that looks like a Parasaurolophus. Yeah, that dinosaur. That could be another possibility. And I believe, and don't take me seriously, but I saw one of Swerve's video, and Swerve is a YouTuber who posts a lot of Jurassic World Evolution content. Go check him out. He's a great YouTuber. He's great to go and find some speculations and some interesting hints of Jurassic World Evolution in terms of its release dates and such and this. But he also saw that in their list of updates that's been updated throughout the game, there's one that was been added, and it's not named at all, but and it's been added after the DLC of Sanctuary. Claire Sanctuary has been added, so that could be the possibility for this dinosaur, or plural, more than one. So let's keep our hopes up for Frontier and Jurassic World Evolution itself. But if you do have this DLC, please enjoy the game. As you know, Jurassic World Evolution and Frontier, or just Frontier itself, has worked really hard on making our game, or making our satisfaction really improve. And and these guys are gone, so close the gate. I'm just gonna keep this gate, or this fence enclosure here, just for another showcase if another dinosaur shows up. But yeah, so yeah, enjoy the game as you know it, and those who don't have it, who have not bought the game yet, or sorry, not the game, the DLC, it's $15, I believe it is. And yeah, I know it's a lot of money, probably for not for not a lot of you, but for those who have a lot of financial issues, or for those who are restricted from buying certain things, I hope for the best for you in terms of, you know, being able to buy the game if you don't have the game and you're just only watching through other YouTubers, or if you don't have the money to buy the DLC. But hopefully time will come and you'll eventually get the game. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, because I'm going to do my best. Of course, that I've witnessed that a lot of people have subscribed to my channel, and I'm really appreciative of those who have, and people who have commented on certain of my videos, and I'm really appreciative of you guys doing that for me. So yeah, keep up the good work, and I will, you know, of course, do the same for myself. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video for the 3 dinosaurs showcased. I'm not gonna, as much as I would, I'm not going to showcase the or not showcase the, it's more like talk about the features of that's been added into the game, like the terrain tools and the new Jurassic Tour facility and the greenhouse and the DLC missions. Like, that could be pushed away. But if you guys are kind of stuck, and this I'm talking to those who built the DLC, or who bought the DLC and they're struggling on trying to get through the missions, let me know down in the comments if you're struggling, because I did this with State of Decay 2 in terms of the new DLC that's been added, and I will definitely do it for this one. If you let me know down in the comments, and I'll make a video about it. But thank you so much for watching this video, and stay in the sea, because Aqua Pineapple also is in the sea, so find him and you'll be part of the Pineapple Squad. See you later, guys. Thank you so much.